Namaste, children. Hope you're all fine, hale, and healthy. The science holiday assignments should have kept you more active, isn't it? Hope you all enjoyed doing them. Then, for activity 1, I have given you the observation and inference along with today's worksheet. Just go through. Hope you have also tabulated your observation and inference. You can compare with what I have given you. Okay, children. So, shall we move on to the next lesson? The next lesson is lesson number 3, fiber to fabric. This is the same, the topic is the same as what you have learned in your 6th standard. Just for a small bit of difference is that in 6th standard you learnt about cotton, jute, hemp, all which are plant fibers. Whereas in 7th standard you are going to learn about animal fibers, children. So, shall we move on to the lesson? Now, here are some articles. One is a silk sari, then another one is a jute bag, then another one is a scarf, a woolen scarf, and now last one is a bit of cloth, which is a synthetic material. Now, tell me if you are able to identify which of these are animal products, which is the plant product, and which is the man-made product. This activity is there in your e-book, children. So you can go through that also. For your reference, I'm giving it to you here. The silk sari is labeled as A, right? It is an animal product. It is obtained from the silkworm. The next one, the eco-friendly jute bag. Jute is a plant, jute plant. So the bag is a plant product, whereas the scarf is obtained from the wool of a sheep. So it is an animal product. Whereas the last one, synthetic cloth, is obtained from synthetic fibers. It is a man-made product. Okay, so I have labeled the synthetic cloth as M. Now, what is the basic difference between fiber and fabric? A fiber is a raw material. It is a raw material used in the textile items. So this fiber is then made into yarn by various process, and finally this yarn is the one which gets converted into the fabric by interlacing or interloping. It is converted into fabric. Fabric is nothing but the material or the cloth, the piece of cloth. You would have gone to shop to purchase pant bits or shirt bits. So that is the fabric. This fabric only later, when we give it to the tailor, it is cut and stitched according to our size. It becomes a dress. Okay, so the difference between fiber and fabric: fiber is the raw material, whereas fabric is the cloth material which is used to make the dress. You should remember, recollect what you have done in the previous class. You have made a weaving mat, remember, with bits of chart papers put together. You weaved a mat. Same way, the fiber becomes yarn, and finally it is woven into fabric. Do you remember this rhyme, children? Baba black sheep, have you any wool? Which part of the black sheep has the wool? Yes, it is the hairy skin or the fleece of the black sheep that has the wool. The next rhyme, I think you will be easily recollecting this also. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. The small little lamb has fleece. What is this fleece? What is the meaning of this fleece? The fleece is nothing but the white colored hair or the woolen coat of the cute little lamb. Now, in this lesson, we will start with the wool fiber. Wool is an animal fiber. It is present as a thick coat of hair on the body of certain animals to keep them warm. To mean that the wool is actually for the animal to keep itself warm and keep itself warm from the cool climate. Okay. Now, why do we wear this woolen clothes in winter? Have you ever thought about it? It keeps us warm. How is it that it keeps us warm? The air gets trapped in the spaces between the hair, and so it does not allow the body heat to escape outside. Thereby, it keeps us warm. The warmth of our body is maintained, or it is insulated. The wool insulates the heat. It does not allow the heat of our body to escape out, thereby saying that wool is a bad conductor of heat. It does not allow the heat to escape out of it. Now children, these are the animals, some animals from which wool is obtained. You will see sheep here, goat, camel, yak and alpaca, which is also one of the camel family. It also belongs to the camel family. So we will start with wool. Wool from the sheep. A single sheep provides around 4.5 kg of wool per year, which is equivalent to 10 or more meters of fabric. Now, how much is this fabric? How can you, what will you use this for? If you're going to stitch 3 sets of pant and shirt, this will be enough. Okay, and then you can even cover a large sofa with this, or 6 sweaters can be stitched with the help of these 4.5 kg of wool, which is obtained from a single sheep in 1 year. The sheep, as you know before, they are herbivores. In the last lesson we learned, right, about herbivores. Sheep are also herbivores, and they mainly eat grass and leaves. And people who rear sheep, who grow sheep in their houses, in their farms, they always want their sheep to be of a good grade, right? They want the wool to be of a good grade, so they feed them with mixture of pulses, corn, jowar and such items. Now children, coming to the hair of the sheep, which is actually the wool that we use, it is of 2 types. One is the coarse beard hair, and the another one is the soft under hair, which is the soft under hair is the one which is close to the skin. So like how when you wear coat, normally how do you wear? You wear a very soft kind of a shirt inside, and over that you wear the coat, isn't it? Same way, the sheep also has a soft under hair. Over it, it has the coarse beard hair. It is the soft under hair which is very smooth and shiny in most of the times, that is used to make the wool.